Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Learning to deal with decumulating retirement assets in retirement. That's a mouthful there, Doc. But it's just something I knew that was going to give me and the baby problems when we retired, but I knew it beforehand. You know, it ain't easy to go from a saving mindset to a spending mindset. You know, it's something we've never done before, man. And it doesn't happen overnight. You know, that saving mentality is a hard thing to kick, man. It's a hard thing to change. You know, and it's a totally different mindset than anything we've had before. And you know, we haven't made that shift yet. We honestly, we probably never will make that shift fully. It's something we're going to have to deal with, the rest of our lives. And for us, it's just a total mental thing. There's no logical reason for it to bother us. It's not that we're scared to spend. I think we spend plenty. You know, we get and do pretty much whatever the heck we want, just like we did when I was working. You know, it's not really that we're afraid of running out of money. The way I figured, it's kind of, anything that would ruin me financially in retirement would have ruined me when I was still working, employed. I mean, my retirement really didn't have an effect on that. But for us, mostly it's a feeling of lost financial security is what it is. When I was working and we was putting away $1 here and $1 there when we could, every time I met a milestone or a savings goal or whatever, I felt good. I was building that daggone feeling of financial security. Whether right or wrong, it was there and it was building. Watching them numbers go up in my accounts done that. I knew that me and the baby could take off and take a week or two to Niagara Falls, enjoy ourselves, come home, and the truck wouldn't have been repossessed. You know what I mean? If the air conditioner blew out, hey man, we might not would have wanted to. We sure didn't like coming off the money, but we could have paid for it, and nothing would have changed in our lifestyle. That's what it gives us. But now that I'm in retirement, every time I look at my 401k and I see a chunk of money gone, my sense of or any sense of financial security I might have had is gone. It about locks us down, like when the kids were younger and I was getting laid off. In order to prevent that, we have to take a step back and look at the big picture. Just because that money's out of my 401k, it's missing, don't mean I've spent it or it's gone. It's just sitting in a daggone money market waiting for the time I'm going to need it. I've essentially took $1 out of my left pocket, put it in my right pocket, and I feel poor. In actuality, I'm just as well off today as I was yesterday when it was in that same account, that one account. And top it off, if I can 3 or 4 months down the line after we've enjoyed a pretty enjoyable retirement, I think, comfortable life, I can look back at that money still sitting in that account and I can see we ain't actually spent but just a piece of it. We could have actually spent more. But we can't go out and blow it all at once. We still have constraints, just like when I was working. And that's where them daggone 3 advisors I went to before I retired really pay off. With their help, we were able to build a reasonable, realistic spending plan for retirement. I got a printout that shows me what my income should be each year, my expenses, my taxes. It even shows my daggone accounts dropping every year. But it also shows me where the drop slows down It shows me where it eventually stops and turns around and goes back up. You know, there's no logical reason for it to affect me like it does. And I knew all this going in, but it still does. You know, and not only that, but daggone, you know, that's the whole purpose of that account. For me sticking money in that account to begin with for all them years. It's for exactly what I'm using it for right now, to spend, to live on in retirement when I don't have an income from a job. You know, it'd be a waste if I didn't spend it. That money was put away, and I didn't use it then for no reason at all. If I didn't spend it now, that's what it's designed for. You know, essentially, when I was putting $1 away while we was working, I was prepaying for a 30-year vacation. You know, all inclusive. You know, why would I pay for something and then not use it? Because that's essentially what I just did for decades. You know, it makes no sense. Not only that, dadgummit, but all them years I spent working doubles and holidays, second jobs, you know, would have been a waste. It would have been a waste of time. There was no reason to do any of that if I didn't want to spend the money that I put away specifically for this purpose. You know, I have to go through all that mental gymnastics in order for it to seem right in my head. Otherwise, I'll lock down. I ain't saying it's going to happen to you, Doc. I know you guys ain't nowhere near as mentally challenged as me and the baby. But don't let it lock you down, because that ain't no way to go through retirement. That money's there for a reason. Use it if you want it or need it. Now keep an eye on it. Don't go hog wild and blow it all. You got to have a little bit of constraint even in retirement. Most of us regular people do. We just can't spend willy-nilly. But I mean, that's what we have to do, and it helps. You know, plan for it. Get your spending plan. You know, step back and take a look at the big picture. Realize that, hey man, I blew my budget bad this month, but that ain't gonna kill you. You do it every month, hey man, you're gonna have troubles. But enjoy it, man. I mean, you've already paid for it. Might as well enjoy it. That's the way I look at it anyways. Heck, I don't know. If I knew anything, I'd be making $1 on it. I can tell you that. But hey man, I appreciate everybody that watched that haircut video. I enjoyed it. I had to go watch it a couple times myself. I kind of get tickled every time I watch it. I never expected anybody to watch it, to be honest with you. It was just a dumb little movie or a video I made one day when I was waiting on dinner to be finished. I just got my hair cut. But that was awful nice of y'all. I'll get to the comments later on this evening. And don't forget, this Sunday is Mother's Day. Man, do yourself a favor. If you're able, stop by and you're fortunate enough to have your mom still with you, stop by and visit with her for a few minutes. And before you leave, man, give her an extra hug and tell her you love her. It's 5 seconds out of your time, but it's going to mean the world to her, man. I'm telling you, it will. The magnolia ain't in bloom where I can get to it this year. I'll see if I can't send out some other picture this Sunday, just to wish all you moms out there a happy Mother's Day. But y'all take care of yourselves, man, and enjoy your weekend the best you can, and we'll talk with y'all later.